So I am going to post this video as a real video. Um, After I'm done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started talking. I am recording on YouTube and TikTok. So this is my YouTube camera. This is my TikTok camera. I know it's backwards. This is my TikTok camera. This is my YouTube camera. All right. So what I'm gonna be doing is I really need to braid my hair. So I'm gonna be braiding my hair while I'm talking about why I'm never going back to a 9 to 5 job, right? And I hope my TikTok people can hear me good because I'm not using a mic. I hope my voice ain't horrible for TikTok, but uh so why I'm never going back to the slavery of a 9 to 5 job. And again, I'm gonna repost this video as a real video. So if you can't stay to watch, I'm gonna repost this. So so I have worked 2 9 to 5 jobs in 6 months. And I want to talk about that. Why in the world, y'all, from the outside looking in, I look like somebody who can't keep a job. But I want to talk to y'all about the people who just, I don't know, some of us are just not meant to work a 9 to 5. Some of us are meant to work a 9 to 5, and then some other people, we just not meant to work a 9 to 5. And like, it's almost like we don't understand each other. Like, me and my husband, he meant to work a 9 to 5. He loved working a 9 to 5. He loved that structure. He loved what he does. But me, I feel so restricted. I feel like it's slavery. Like, okay, so let me tell you how I got here. Why I am saying that it's slavery. So my husband had a job working at Amazon as a what was he? He was a operations manager at the Amazon plant here. And when I say making good money, I mean making good money, like so much money. Like he was making enough for me and his paycheck. It was such good money. Like when I say I was balling, even though I wasn't working, I was balling even though I wasn't working. Like I was, baby, I was living a life. Like I was a stay at home mom, and everything that y'all was saying about how stay at home moms lazy and how people just hate on them. I was like, I don't care what y'all say, like, cause, baby, I was living the life, and he was. Here's the problem though. This went on for 2 years. He went to a plant that had just opened up. So this Amazon warehouse had just opened up. The warehouse had just opened up. So he was one of the managers, and they couldn't really, like, they gave them a start date, but they didn't start on their start date. So he had to travel like his first year as an operations manager with Amazon. Like my husband had to travel. So he traveling that whole first year. Like I said, I'm living a life. Like, I mean, baby, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was living a life. And so he went ahead and he started after about a year. He went ahead and started at the plant, at the warehouse. Once he started, he got the worst job schedule ever. He was working nights and weekends. So when I say nights, I don't mean to like 11 or 12 midnight. I mean he was working overnight. So if y'all, I don't know if y'all ever had anybody to work overnight, but my daddy used to work overnight too. When I say that that is something that can ruin your marriage, baby, overnight work can ruin your marriage. So he was working overnight or whatever, and he quit. He ended up quitting that job over it was a lot of reasons, but it was stressful basically. That was the end of the end point is that it was stressful. So he quit that job. And when he quit that job and got another job as a value stream manager with a really good company, he took a huge pay decrease. I'm talking like $30,000, $40,000, like huge. And so all of a sudden, I had to find a job, right? Cause I mean, I ain't gonna just leave my man hanging. We struggling. We living paycheck to paycheck. Like, he ended up getting rid of his car recently because it was just like, don't ever buy a vehicle if you don't have the money saved up to make sure you can pay it. Don't ever do that. Cause he ended up buying that car and he hated to give it away. It was a Mustang. I don't know why he got a Mustang. And he know gun so well. He had 4 kids. But he bought a Mustang and then he bought a stick shift, knowing I can't drive a stick shift. So that's why he bought it, because he knew I couldn't drive it. He didn't want me driving his car. Anyway, so he bought the stick shift, and it was so hard to pay his car note and my car note together because he took that pay decrease. And I went and decided, okay, I'm gonna find a job. Do y'all know that the Lord told me not to take the job? Like, this was like in December of last year. I said I'm gonna find a job, and the Lord was like, in prayer, because I pray, and the Lord was like, you need to continue doing what you're doing. And at that time, I was trying to be consistent on YouTube. As soon as I tried to be consistent on YouTube, uh, all of a sudden I feel like I need to get a job. Anyway, I went against what God said. I was like, God, I don't know what He's talking about. And I went and I got that job. I applied for the job. I got the job even before the interview was over. She was like, I'm gonna hire you. Started the job. Ended up, the job was like 75% travel. I couldn't stand it. She never told me that. She said it would be more like 25% travel. Ended up being like 75% travel. I couldn't do that. So I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Because I'm stressed out. And while I was there, another job called me to tell me, like, it was 2 months into that job of traveling all the time. Another job called me, a job that I had applied for like months before, called me to tell me that they had a position open that was work from home. So of course, y'all, I'm gonna jump on that position. And on top of that, they told me that they could match my pay. They were like, whatever they paying you, we can pay you more. And I was like, okay. And this is at a hospital, well-known hospital here. Really good job. Like, this is where I graduated from. It's where I got my master's degree. And I'm like, okay, so cool. So I guess the job, started the job, working, everything cool, for about June, July, August, September, for about 4 months. And say, y'all, we are completely taking your work from home privileges away. Y'all need to come to work 5 days a week starting next week. When I say that I was pissed off, I was pissed off. And my manager was sitting there begging me not to. She was like, as soon as she heard it and she told me, she was like, please don't leave, please don't leave. Yeah, I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off at the job. Like, why are y'all, like, why? 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 And so, long story short, I quit that job. Yep, I quit because I was tired of being a slave to everybody else. I was tired of people telling me that we're giving you a work from home job and then take my work from home privileges away. I was tired of people telling me, oh, you taking off again? Oh, you need to, I don't know if you're going to be able to get off. You're going to have to, you got to do what exactly do you have to do? Why do you have to get out? I mean, I had days, y'all. I had days to take off, and the job telling me, oh, we don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. We don't know if we're gonna be able to let you off because such and such. Like, I got days to take off. What you mean you can't let me? Like, this is my time off. Uh I really got mad one day when my child got sick. I mean, really sick. And this is a child don't ever get sick. My 6-year-old, he got sick, and I had to stay home with him because he had a fever for about 5 days, y'all. Like the entire week, he had a fever. He was throwing up. He was just really down and out. And so between me and my husband, of course, my husband make double my pay. So of course, I'm the one who needs to miss work. Tell me why. They must have thought I was lying about my son being sick. And my boss started texting me, telling me, oh, they're asking about you, asking about where you at and why you ain't been here the last few days. And I said, well, I ain't been there the last few days. My baby's sick. Yeah, well, they just wondering. And the woman came over here and told me that you're gonna have to, if you're gonna be absent again tomorrow, you're gonna have to bring a doctor's excuse to prove that. Y'all, what we do doctor's excuses at? Who in high school? Who in high school? Me? Them? I ain't seen nowhere in our and I ran and found our job manual to see, like, is a doctor's excuse required for me? Like, if I'm taking my days off, yeah, that was pretty much the final straw for me. I said, nope, I can't do this. First of all, y'all take my work from home away after y'all told me that this was going to be a work from home job. Like, just took it away. Didn't give me any notice. Just like, oh, next week, 5 days a week, work from home. Then y'all get mad because my son gets sick with the flu or whatever he had, and tell me I'm gonna have to get a doctor's excuse when I wasn't gonna go to the doctor because the doctors cost money. They charge me like $200 or $300 every time I go into the doctor. $200 or $300 every time I take my child to the pediatrician. I wasn't trying to take my child to the pediatrician when I just knew that he would be okay. When I was watching him, when I was the one taking care of him. I'm not trying to pay another bill, but y'all want me to go to the doctor to have to pay a bill to let y'all know for sure that my baby's sick? I said I can send you a picture of the thermometer because I'm not coming tomorrow. And that's what I did. I sent a picture of the thermometer. Like, I'm not about to go to a doctor and get a doctor's excuse. No, no, not doing it. So there was a final straw for me. Y'all, I had to go. Look, the Lord was telling me to go, and I was like, Lord, I'm with you. It's time to go. Like, I don't even care no more. And once I told them that I was leaving, um, my boss, she didn't want me to go. She begged and pleaded with me over the next 2 weeks to stay. And before I left, though, before I even told them, I asked my boss's boss how many days I would need to give them just to be sure. I was going to give them 2 weeks, but I was like, how many days do I need to give you? He was surprised. He didn't want me to leave either, but he said 2 weeks, 2 weeks, just put in your 2 weeks notice. So I sent in the 2 weeks notice. Once I sent in the 2 weeks notice, he sent me an email back and says, oh, I'm sorry, but they told me it'll be 30 days. And if you don't give 30 days, you're never going to be able to be hired at this hospital ever again. Say what? Hold up now. You told me 2 weeks. Now all of a sudden it's 30 days. And my manager, she came to me. She said, yeah, well, it's okay. Like, just go ahead and stay 30 days. It'll be fine. Like, and we'll make sure, we know that you leaving, but we can make sure that everything is good. Baby, I went and I prayed about that. I said, Lord, what do I do? Because I already told me to leave. Lord had gave me a date to leave. And I was like, he gave me a date of September 27th. Well, September 27th, it wasn't even 14 days. It was 10 days. But I had decided, okay, I'm not going to do the 27th. I'm going to get them 2 weeks. I'm going to get them 14 days. I changed the date for them. Then they tell me, no, you got to give us 30 days. So I go to God and I say, God, what you think about this? Because I'm a little pissed off at this. And the Lord, he gave me the same date, September 27th. So you know what I did? I had gave them 2 weeks. I went back to them and I said, I rescind my resignation letter. I'm not giving y'all 2 weeks. I'm giving y'all 10 days. I was going to give y'all 10 weeks, but since y'all telling me it don't even matter, that I'm not going to be rehireable anyway, I'm giving y'all 10 days. So I'm leaving in 10 days. I'm leaving on September 27th. Like, no. They couldn't believe I did that. I was the talk of the office. Everybody was coming to the office like, oh, I can't believe you did that, but I'm glad you did because maybe they'll let them see that they can't just take work from home privileges away when we gave, when we had, hopefully, you will start a trend and all this. And I'm like, y'all not about to run my life. Y'all listen, a 9 to 5 is slavery. You are not about to run my life. You can't tell me one thing and then tell me another thing. Like you are not, and the point of it is they know that people need jobs right now. Like they know, and that's what they plan on is that, oh, you need us. Like these hospitals and stuff. That hospital that I'm talking about, this is a well-known hospital that everybody tries to get in. Like my particular position, a lot of people wanted it, and I just swooped in and got it because the Lord said it was mine. I don't care. They thought they was gonna hire somebody else. They ended up hiring me, and I thought the job was cool. I thought I was gonna be there for a while. But the way these people started doing me, y'all, and this was when I had got to a good space with my work from home. Like I was working from home, but I was also doing YouTube. Like I had a good little schedule. I would do all my work, work for the day, and be able to go straight into my YouTube stuff. Once I started working at the office, I had to get up even earlier to travel to my job that took about 30 minutes. After I'm done with my work at the job, which a lot of times I stayed over late, then I would have to go again and be in traffic for 30 minutes to an hour, the 5 p.m. traffic. And by the time I got home, I was tired. I was tired getting home at 6, 7 o'clock at night. I said, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And I don't know if y'all are working a 9 to 5 and feel the same way. I don't know. Y'all might be at work right now watching this video. I don't know if y'all watching it right now or watching it when I'm going to post it later. But I want to tell y'all that if you feel in your heart that this is not what you meant to do, that you're meant for something more than clocking in and doing everything that your job tells you to do, like they say to do it. You tired of them telling you can't take off for your sick child. You tired of them, girl, listen. Don't let nobody run your life. Look, slavery was over how many years ago? How many years ago was slavery over? Because I could have sworn that slavery ended. When slavery ended, y'all? Did it end last year? Did it end in 2020 when the pandemic happened? Like, tell me when slavery ended. Because these folks, you would swear. And y'all might say, oh, well, you making money. That's not slavery. Baby, them give you some crumbs. Still slavery. Still slavery. You still at their beck and call. No matter what they say, you got to do it. If they tell you can't take off for your baby being sick, what you better do? What I would have had to do if I really just had to rely on that job and they told me, well, if you don't give us a doctor's note, you're gonna be fired. What would I have been able to do if I really needed that job? Which I do need it now, y'all. I needed the job. But I'm saying, like, what if it was like life or death? I'm just tired of it. I was just tired of it. And y'all, since September 27th, ask me what I've been doing. This is my first week that I'm going live, and I'm about to go live every day until my birthday. My birthday is November 30th. Get ready to see me. I don't care if it's one person in a chat. Get ready to see me going live every day because I'm serious about this. Just as hard as I went for them jobs I worked for, all them jobs said I was a good worker. And just as hard as I went for every single job that I worked for, I'm about to go hard for myself. Right? So I want y'all to go hard for yourself. It can be 0 people in this room, and I'm going to go hard. Okay? I'm going to go hard, and y'all need to do the same thing. I see all these, what YouTube been showing me and what I've been seeing on TikTok is that there are a lot of older people getting on TikTok and being like influencers and making money. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. The person who put me on TikTok was my mama. Like, I can't believe that she was the one who was watching TikTok and I was not. But she the one put me on TikTok and said, girl, you need to get on there. You need to make videos for TikTok. You like to talk. You need to make videos. And I told her no at first. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it out. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna do it. And I tried it out, and y'all, I mean, y'all really came through. Y'all came through. Now I still got some stuff to go. Look, we still got some a ways to go. But y'all, baby, I like y'all on TikTok. I like y'all on YouTube too, baby. Like, I love when I find my people, and of all the negativity in the world, like, it's still some really good people in the world, and I love to meet y'all. I love to be there. Um, so anybody who feels like, especially the ones who feel like you are meant to like speak what God is saying to you. We grew up, especially like millennials and older, we grew up thinking that if you were going to be a speaker, if you were going to be like an evangelist or something, or if you were going to be a minister, that you had to be in front of the church, be in the pulpit. And a lot of us didn't like that. A lot of us didn't like that. I know I was told that, like, you're gonna be a minister, girl. You're gonna speak for God. I don't want to be in no pulpit with you. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in no pulpit. I don't need nobody. No, no. Y'all, we can do a whole lesson on what I have seen go down in that pulpit at church. And I'm not against church, y'all. I'm not one of them people who's against church. I'm not. I go to church as much as I can, Like, I go to church almost, I'm not gonna say every Sunday because I don't. But I'm very, like, I'm on the prayer team at church. I'm very involved. I'm not gonna lie and say I go every Sunday though. But when people used to tell me, "Oh, you're going to be a minister," no, I'm not about to be on no pulpit. No, cause y'all ain't right. Most of y'all not right on the pulpit. Y'all, I can tell y'all some stuff about what goes down behind the pulpit if y'all don't know. And I kind of want to tell some stuff today, but Holy Spirit holding my tongue, so I'm gonna say that for another day. But a lot of these pastors, y'all, that y'all following, Lord Jesus, they ain't right, y'all. They ain't not right. They not right. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. That's a topic for another day. Um. Anyway, right now I am very uncomfortable. Don't have a lot of money at all. Um. But I do want to tell y'all that what you need will come when you need it. Like, if God tells you to do something, what you need to do it will come when you need it, and everything that you need paid for, like your actual needs, God is gonna provide for that, y'all. God is gonna provide for that. I want y'all to look into stuff like gigs. So one of the things that I'm good at is I'm good at resume writing. That's a gig right there. You can write people resumes all day. I don't want to work a 9 to 5, but there are people who love 9 to 5s. You can make resumes all day. Another thing I did where um I made $1,800 in like 2 hours. It was being on a commercial. I randomly applied to be in a commercial for Blue Cross Blue Shield. I applied for me and my son. Me and my son both got chosen as two of the people that's on there, like a mom and son. We each got $1,800, and we only spent 2 hours on set. So y'all, it's ways to make money fast. It's just a lot of times we don't look into it, and a lot of times we don't look into it because we're working all day. Like, I got that commercial while I was still working. Like, I had to take a day off to do the commercial. So there's money to be made. And I said I was gonna keep looking into commercials because that was some quick. I mean, the quickest $1,800 I ever made in my life. 2 hours, 2 hours of work. We was just on set for 2 hours, just recording at a playground up the road. And so, don't think that God ain't gonna take care of you. Another thing that I do every so often is Uber Eats. I don't drive people. I don't trust people enough for you to get in my car, but I will take your food for a fee if you pay me enough. Now, if I see something come across this screen and it's $3, you gonna have to find somebody else. If I see something come across the screen and it's $6 or $7, you're gonna have to find somebody else. It's really because of the vehicle I got. You gonna have to give me more money than that. But if I see something come across this screen and you paying me $30 for me to travel like 5 miles for 30 minutes of my life, baby, we can do that. And I get those here. So don't sleep on like DoorDash and Uber Eats. I don't do DoorDash because they don't pay enough, but Uber Eats is where it's at here in my city. Um, if you having problem finding money, because some of us not meant for work not meant for a 9 to 5. And be careful with the work from home jobs because they will take that away from you. Like, make sure that's in your contract. If it's a work from home job, make sure it's in your contract, because my work from home position, that wasn't in the contract. They didn't say, they only told me that verbally. So of course they could change it, and they will change it because they don't really care about you like that. Like they care about the bottom line. They care about you showing up for work and making sure you working. They care about putting their foot down. So if you don't have that in writing, that it is a work from home position, be prepared for them to take it away whenever they feel like it. Like, don't go into the job thinking that it's gonna be like that forever. Like, be prepared, because it can happen, and I know that now. So from here on out, I'm not playing with y'all. Get y'all stuff in writing. Um, but we good now. I'm good now. I am. Look, I came on this morning at 5 a.m. and did my workout. I did not do the workout. Yes, I did. I did do the workout on TikTok. I did that workout on TikTok and on YouTube together. I did the workout, and I had fun with y'all. On YouTube, I had a good little crowd on YouTube, but on TikTok, baby, TikTok told me we're not even gonna show your video to people until you do a live for at least 30 minutes. And my live didn't get to 30 minutes. And so I'm trying to get a live over 30 minutes for TikTok. Um, but I'm gonna be going live every single morning, and we are going to do 300 squats. So if y'all want to join me, you can join me tomorrow morning. Um, I'm probably gonna be at home, not the gym this time. But we're gonna do 300 squats, 5 a.m. Central Time. Y'all, I hope I wake up, because I made that last video on my page talking about how I hope God understands CPT time, color people time. Cause baby, the Lord told me to go and work out at 5 a.m. Tell me why I was coming to work out at 10 a.m. Nowhere near 5 a.m. 5 a.m. So that was the first day that I woke up at 5 a.m. But I was supposed to wake up at 5 a.m. Monday and Tuesday, and I did not. So if y'all want to join me, if you want to start your day with the 300 squats challenge, we're just going to do 300 squats. That's all. That's all. No big deal, right? I'm trying to get back into working out, and that's how I'm doing it. Join me tomorrow morning. Yesterday on YouTube. Was that yesterday? No, the day. No, that was yesterday. Yesterday on YouTube, I went live for the first time at the reservoir. So we're going to be going different places to work out. It's not just going to be here, and it's not going to just be at the gym. I'm gonna take y'all wherever I am. Sometimes it'll be in the evenings as well as the mornings, but it's definitely going to be in the mornings. So anyway, if you are a person who is thinking about doing lives and you feel like it's intimidating the way I felt like it was intimidating, just do it. Like, just do it. Look, look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many people are watching you. It does not matter. That does not matter. What matters is that one person who is watching you is watching you. Like, that one person who needs to get it gets it. Like, if you keep waiting to have 1,000 people watching you, you gonna miss out on that one person that needs to hear you today. Like, you talking about, oh, I'm gonna wait until I meet, because that's how I was doing. I was like, I'm gonna wait till I get like 5,000 followers or something like that. Like, I'm gonna wait. It's like, especially on TikTok, I was like, I'm gonna wait At first on TikTok, I was like, I'm gonna wait till 500 followers. Then I got 500 followers. I was like, well, I'm gonna wait till I get 1,000. Then I got 1,000. I was like, well, I'm gonna wait till I get 5,000. That's just you being fearful of stepping out and doing it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you never do it, you're always gonna be scared. Like today was literally my first live, like I said, and it was zero people. Zero people came through, and that's okay. Cause guess what? I took that step. The same, well, it wasn't the same thing for YouTube. I started YouTube yesterday. Few people came on, but it wasn't a lot. It might have been 20 people. All that matters is that you get started, and over time, you'll get better. More people will see you. The algorithm will push you. And then before you know it, you're going to be looking back saying, oh my gosh, I'm here. I'm where I wanted to be. So be encouraged, y'all. Don't be scared to go live. Look, to my 200 followers, to my 200 subscribers on YouTube. I love y'all. And once I repost this video, if you want to hear more about my life, please subscribe. And to my 1,000 plus followers on TikTok, I love y'all too. And with that being said, if you are feeling trapped in your 9 to 5, trust God to guide you to what He wants you to do next. Trust God, because that's what I'm doing. I'm trusting God. It's me and God right now, nobody else. So I'm gonna repost this video for y'all. Love y'all. Let me finish my hair. Until next time, peace. Bye. Bye, y'all. See y'all next time.